Local and breaking. This is your First Alert Forecast.
Something fascinating on satellite today, and we were looking at it together on KOLD News 13 live at 4, 5, and 6 o'clock. Well, now I know what it is. Let's show you what it is. There's a look at it. You can see that little tracking that goes on off the West Coast. Those are ShipTracks created by cargo ships that create their own clouds. Let's get into it. If we can go to the maps, please. We'll show you that. Here it is. We're going to go off the West Coast. Let me show you the satellite picture from today. Isn't this fascinating? This was about the 1 p.m. satellite picture. San Francisco right there, and the ships really going in and out of the San Francisco Bay Area, and some of them you can see paralleling the West Coast. So what causes this to happen? How can ships create clouds that are so bright that they show up on satellite? Let's go underneath those and get down to the ocean floor, and we'll pull a ship in. I couldn't find a cargo ship in our weather computer, so we're using a nice big yacht here, but it represents almost the same thing. The exhaust from ships is super dirty. Those cargo ships, they've got different regulations from when they are close to shore and when they are well offshore. When they are well offshore, they can burn the dirtiest stuff out there, and that dirty stuff has lots of particles in it, so the exhaust has particles. One of those things that's in the exhaust creates a sulfate ion. Sulfur, really. You know what that is? It's that stinky stuff, right? Well, sulfur has a property that makes it really pull in the water vapor. So all that available water vapor that's invisible in the air gets sucked toward that sulfur ion, and it creates a really big cloud droplet. But it is such a forceful magnet for that water vapor that it doesn't really allow that water to fall out of the sky. It holds it up there. It may actually prevent precipitation. Scientists are looking into that as far as ShipTracks go. And another thing interesting about ShipTracks is that they may cool the Earth a bit because they're creating brighter clouds that reflect more of the sunlight. If they cool the Earth, then where there are lots of ShipTracks, we might see a slowdown of global warming. It's one of the hypotheses. In the northern hemisphere, between Asia and North America, and then North America and Europe, lots of ships all the time creating those clouds. In the southern hemisphere, very few ships, relatively speaking, between Australia and South America and Africa, either way you go. Not as many ships out there, so fewer clouds. Well, what we've seen so far with global warming is that it seems to be happening faster here in the southern hemisphere than it is in the northern hemisphere. Could be that those ShipTracks are actually helping us stay cooler right here in the northern hemisphere. You can read more about this by simply going to TucsonNewsNow.com/weather. Click on Weather 101. I just posted a story with lots of graphics in it for you. 73